Hi everybody, welcome to the Back Porch. My name is Mama Baramel and this is Back Porch Thoughts. Today we're going to discuss some much needed essentials before and after weight loss surgery. By far it's not all of them, but for the most part it's basically what you're going to need. So the rest of this video will be actually filmed inside, not on the back porch, because I don't want to bring all my stuff out here when I'm going to need it all nice and clean for my surgery on May 30th. Okay, enjoy. Okay, everybody, so this is pretty much everything I'm going to be going over today. I'm going to be doing another video showing what I'm packing in my hospital bag, give you guys some great tips with there, and I'm going to do another video after that about different things you can do during your pre-op liquid diet and post-op, like the first week or two, to help you with that. So let's get started. The first thing I want to start with is my vitamins. I currently don't mind my nails. I really need to paint them. I currently take the 1-a-day petites, which I find very funny about that is it's 1 a day, but yet you have to take it twice a day because they are a lot smaller. I have not had my surgery yet, so I'm not on to these yet, which are the chewables. My doctor and my surgeon said that gummies are a big no-no. They don't have enough nutritional benefits in them, and they're loaded with sugar. So no gummies, go with the chewables. And I'm sorry I wasn't going to pay Flintstone prices, so I just got the Kroger brand of that. Another thing that I take now and will take after is biotin, and these are only 5,000, but I take them twice a day, so I get 10,000 mcgs of that. So those are the vitamins that I currently take. I did not want to put all the other medications that I take on the table because they've got some personal information written on them. Okay, so on to what I like to call my weights and measures. Now, I've had some people who saw my pictures ask me about the baby bottles. Those are, here's the thing. Before I found this little cool gadget, which what it is I don't know if my camera's going to allow you to see. It's got 5 ounces in it. It measures per half ounce. It's going to work out phenomenally when I have to measure out either my broth or my water or my protein shakes or anything else that I put into my body. As far as the liquid stage goes, I will be logging all of that, and I'll go over that in a little bit when I show you my books. So at first I got the baby bottles, which they also go up to, I don't know if you can see that, but they go up to 5 ounces. But they don't have the half ounce in there unless you want to kind of guess at it. But that's what those are originally for. I also got them so that when I do protein shakes with my drink mixer or with my shaker bottle, which those are over there, I'll be going over those in just a second, I can put them in the baby bottles, put the cap on. You know, I'm not drinking from a nipple. I got the kinds without it. But I can also put those in the fridge, and they become pre-made for me so that as I'm healing, I don't have to, you know, keep trying to make a shake and shake that, you know, shaker bottle. I can just have my husband do it once, you know, and be done with it. Okay, so those are basically my measuring cups for me. Well, measuring glasses for me. My measuring cups are right here. I went ahead and I went to the Dollar Tree to get these, and the reason I did is because most measuring cups will have it written on here what they are, and with my dishwasher those always come off. I got these because, as you can see, it's like raised, so that's not going to come off. That's going to tell me. And I got spoons and cups because you're going to want to measure everything out. And speaking of measuring everything out, you're going to want to weigh everything. This is my scale. It's a digital scale. Basically how this works is you put the plate on there and you hit this. Oop. Oh, nope, it's a button underneath. Ha! See, I'm still learning, just like you. And then you put the stuff on it, and then after you do that, then you hit 0, and it'll zero it out, and then you can weigh it that way. It'll show off on its own. So that's my weights, measures, and my vitamins. Moving on, I have these little things. These are old, so they look kind of chintzy right now. I want to get some new ones because these ones really look dingy. I used these with the kids when they were little. I want to use those to make protein popsicles. So I'm getting sugar-free popsicles to kind of help with the crunch and, you know, help keep me hydrated. Especially since I'm having my surgery at the beginning of summer and I live right outside of Las Vegas, so it gets very hot here, so the popsicles are going to be my friend. But I wanted something to where if it's kind of hot out and I was kind of like in the mood for like maybe a fudgesicle, I can make those with my protein shakes and just kind of be able to still have my protein shake or a fudgesicle without all the sugars and the additives and everything else. It's just the protein shakes. So that's why I have, you know, pulled those out of storage because my kids are kind of older now. I can't stress enough a great water bottle, especially one that is able to measure your liquids because you want to keep track of all of that. This goes up to 24 ounces. If you'll notice that there's no straw in here, it does come with a straw, but here's the thing. You're not supposed to drink from a straw. So I discovered with this one, and it is the Contigo kind. What I like most about this is, as you can see, you can push a button, it won't open. It's because it has a lock on it, and I have kids, and they like to knock over my stuff a lot because they're kids, and that's what kids do. So it has a lock on it, and then, you know, pops up. This right here acts the same, this right here acts the same as what a sippy cup would, and I don't have to walk around with a sippy cup drinking out of it like a crazy person. I can just use my water bottle. I'm going to get to my dishes in just a moment. I want to kind of make my way through the back part. So my next ones are my shaker bottles. I've actually had these for quite a few years. A couple years ago, I did the Slim Fast diet, and I wasn't going to pay for pre-made shakes, so I, you know, just got the cans because you can make more with them. So that's how these came about. This taller one, it actually isn't that big. It just has two little snack things on the bottom. I plan on using those for protein powder so that when I'm out and about, I can just mix it with water because, believe it or not, I mean, most people don't like it with water. I'm okay with it with water depending on the flavor. Like if it's chocolate peanut butter, I can handle it with water. If it's just plain chocolate or plain vanilla, it's gross, so I won't do that with those. But like I said, just depends on the flavor. My blenders. So I actually have two different blenders for this. I have my little personal size blender. I use that one when I am mixing anything solid into my protein shakes. Say I have, you know, a banana protein shake and I want to add a banana or add some strawberries to it. It goes in the personal blender. Because when you're on even full liquids, you're not supposed to really have any chunks in there. And because what it can do is it can actually harm where they did the surgery and can cause leaks, and you don't want your stomach leaking out into your body. So I want it's got to be, you know, chopped up more than a blender bottle. So I got that. And then my big blender is for when I move on to the puree stage, because while the little blender has a great blade in it, it's not going to be enough to puree things like chicken or, you know, vegetables or anything like that. I'm going to need the bigger one. And plus, you know, my husband bought that for me when I moved out here. So, or when we moved out here. So, I mean, what a great time to start using it, right? Okay, going on to my dishes. So I love these dishes. I can't help it. I love them. They're so small and petite, and to me, they're just adorable. Let me move this chair out of the way because it's actually in my way. The cups hold about 6 ounces each. I probably won't be able to, you know, have that much liquid at once. But what's nice is if I measure it out in here, I can always put it in here to drink. I don't have to drink from baby bottles. I can just pour them in here and, you know, be done with it. Bowls. I have 4 different sizes of bowls. And the reason I have 4 different sizes of bowls is because they're for each stage of what I'm going through. And then after, there'll be 4 different kinds of foods. What that means is like when I first move on to parade stage, I'm probably going to end up being in this size bowl. It's tiny. It's like a freaking baby doll bowl. And then by the time, let me stack this so I can get to it. By the time I'm 6 months to a year out, I'll probably be able to use this one. It's a little bit bigger. I mean, it's actually a lot bigger if you see it in person, but it still only holds about a half a cup. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This one holds a half a cup. This one holds around 3/4 of a cup to a cup, depends on how much you put in there. And then, you know, this one only holds like 2 or 3 tablespoons. So once I'm graduated to the bigger bowls and I'm no longer using this will actually be used, you know, on my plates to hold like fruit or steamed vegetables or something like that, because your portions are going to be so very small. Speaking of so very small, the plate that looks huge in the video, I know, but it actually is only 7 inches across. So it's a little bit smaller than a salad plate. But what's nice is like when I'm putting my plate together, I can do this for like my fruit, and then, you know, things aren't running together. I'm weird like that. I don't mind my stuff touching, but I don't like it when like runny fruit runs in with, you know, good food. So like if I'm having applesauce or something with my food, then, you know, it's not running together. Plus I make applesauce by scratch, so I add a lot of like cinnamon and well, not sugar, but cinnamon and Splenda, stuff like that. So I don't want that running into like my chicken. Although now that I think about it, that sounds pretty good. The other plates that I actually have a stack of them. They come in a stack of 3 from Walmart. I think I paid like less than $5 for them. And then this. Now the reason why I love these plates is, as you can see, they're even smaller than that plate, because these are like plates for 1-year-olds, and they already have everything separated for me. Like right now, this area right here is all vegetable, because, you know, before surgery, you're supposed to be concentrating on, you know, more vegetables than anything else. After surgery, this area right here, you're going to use for protein. You're going to have to keep your protein up. Otherwise, you know, you won't heal right. You'll start feeling sick, and you will start losing your hair. And that's not something that, you know, all of us don't want to do. I also got smaller fork and spoons so I can be mindful of taking smaller bites and chewing them, you know, enough and correctly. And as you've seen in my videos, sometimes I wear dentures, sometimes I don't. When I eat, I do not. So taking a smaller bite and making sure that it goes to a paste consistency is going to be key for me. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is with smaller silverware. So my logbook that I was talking about when I was talking about the weigh-ins and the vitamins and stuff like that. I have 2 here. These are 2 of my 4 happy planners. I'm a happy planner fanatic, but these are the 2 that I really wanted to showcase, because one's a student planner and one is my purse planner that I keep in my purse, you know, so when you're making doctor's appointments at the doctor's office, you don't have to worry about, you know, carrying around your big old planner. So the reason why I'm showing both of these is this is what I call my catch-all planner. This is where you are going to want to keep track of all doctor's appointments. You're going to want to keep track of just pretty much everything in your life. It doesn't have to be a happy planner, but find some type of planner that is not your phone, because anything and everything can happen to your phone. I learned this a couple years ago when my phone went down and I was completely lost because I wasn't keeping anything in a hard copy form. You're gonna want to keep some type of planner. Same with the logbook. I log my food on sparkpeople.com through my phone. It is directly connected to my Fitbit app. So not only do I know how many calories I'm burning, I know how many calories I'm taking in and how many steps and everything else. It's a great way. It's a great system. But if something were to happen to my phone, I'm not going to be able to keep track of that. And when I go to the doctors, I want to be able to tell them exactly what I'm doing. Now, with both of these, I'm going to turn to a spot where it doesn't have anything written, because I have things that are written about my kids and pretty much everything. So, and plus this, I kind of really want to just show you the layout. So this is basically August 22nd through the 28th. And as you can see, it has Monday through Sunday. But then, let me see if it'll focus in here. It has breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Now, when you're doing the liquid, you don't think it's very, you wouldn't think that it's, such a big deal to track what you're doing. But the simple fact of the matter is, if your doctor's telling you you're not getting enough liquid, you're going to want to be able to open this up and be like, okay, well, for breakfast, I had, 4 ounces of my protein shake. And then snack, I went ahead and finished it off. Lunch, I had, you know, so on and so forth. And then down here, you're able to track your water totals. Now, because of the giant bottle that I drink, each one of those bottles is 3 dots, because these are 8 ounce, you know, totals. You can do it any way you want, basically. And then when any steps you do, any exercises you do, anything like that, keep track of your calories. You're going to have your weekly goals and your notes. It's a phenomenal way of being able to do it. It's through Happy Planner, like I said. You don't have to use Happy Planner. Just find some way to track what you're putting into your body and what you're putting out. That is all I have for today. Actually, no, I'm sorry. There are a couple of things else. I have a candle. Now, while it may not be essential to me, a relaxing scent when you're trying to recover is essential to me. I know this from when I had my cesareans. It works wonders. Any type of aromatherapy, even if it's something that isn't a candle, it's just something that you can smell. Your sense of smell can actually help you heal. This one is eucalyptus and mint. I got it from Big Lots. So, I mean, it cost me a whole $3. Whole $3 for, you know, mental health and well-being is phenomenal to me. The other thing is this. Yes, this is a back scratcher. Yes, it looks weird. But when you are done with the surgery, I know this from my cesareans, and I'm thinking it might be the same, you know, with this one. If your back itches, you are not going to want to stretch your stomach trying to reach around and scratch your back, especially if you're a big girl like me. It's not happening. You need help. And rather than, you know, begging somebody to dig into your back every 5 seconds, because your skin will itch. Trust me, they're $1 even at Walmart. I got that one from, I believe, the 99-cent store for 99 cents. But your skin's gonna itch. Which is why in my next video, when I show you what I pack for the hospital, I'm going to show you all the different lotions that I use. And, you know, it's just my combination. You really need to find your, you know, what's going to work for your skin. I have combination skin all over my body, so different lotions work in different spots. But it works out for me because, you know, none of them are super scented, so it's not like things are competing with each other. So it works out. But your skin will dry out. Number one, because the air in hospitals is very dry. It's going to dry out. Number two, because you're not taking in guzzles and guzzles of water, so your skin is not hydrated. You've got to keep it moisturized. So now that is everything I have so far for my surgery coming up on May 30th. If there's any questions, please leave a comment below. Please like my video and subscribe and hit that little, you know, the little bell so you know the next time I put out my next video. Okay, guys, bye.